Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is absolutely incredible. Mine is, because I'll be right back. Because I love starting the day unboxing snakes, but guess what? This isn't all I've got. That's right. This is a whole lot of snakes that Lori ordered. I am super excited. I love it. It's like Christmas, you know what I mean? Let's go ahead, check with Lori, find out exactly what she bought, because this looks like a lot of snakes. So Lori, what in the heck did you get? There's a lot of snakes over there.
Yeah, we did get a lot, but you know, we were talking about trying to stock up on a few things while they're available. So yeah, just figured that we would buy some of the basics that everybody loves.
Well, that's cool. So is there anything exciting in there for me?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Not even one snake?
Not even one.
Because I thought I heard you were gonna order one snake I wanted.
No, you did not hear that.
I think I did. Let's go ahead and open these up, because I have a feeling I'm going to find that one snake, and then I'm going to ask if I can keep it, okay?
Yeah, no, I'm going to erase that off.
All right, let's go ahead and unbox this stuff. And we are ready to unbox. Again, there is a lot of snakes here. It's pretty exciting. And I tell you what, no matter what they are, I know I'm going to be excited about it. Whether we're buying snakes that eventually are going to go on the website, or we're buying snakes to actually keep. I think there's one animal in here that I think I might try to actually see if I can talk Laura into keeping. We'll come across that as we go. And then there's a whole bunch of really cool stuff. So let's just go ahead and jump right into this. Go ahead. Gosh, it's like Fort Knox. I tell you what, they definitely don't want people to get into this box. Not really sure why. I mean, it's a box inside of a box. I'm not sure why you got to take everything, but nevertheless, it happens, and that's okay. Oh, and guess what? No zip ties. All right, so although I did bring my little snippers if I needed them, so it worked out really well. Okay, first bag here. Oh, it's not exactly the one that I was thinking of, but at first I was like, oh, this is the male I want to keep. But it is still some beautiful snakes. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. And basically with these guys, again, this is a lot of stuff that is really popular. And my friend that produces a lot of ball pythons, but doesn't sell to the public at all, he only wholesales to people like me, and he is a really great guy. Been in the business for like 35 years, so really good. Look at these guys here. These white ones here are actually Het Russo ball pythons. So they're blue-eyed leucistics, but they're Russo to Russo. So they're no lesser, there's no Mojave in them, anything like that, and they're really beautiful. And I think we got a whole bunch of white snakes in the shipment, because again, white snakes are so popular. I mean, you just can't get enough of them. I mean, after all, they're so incredible. And then we have just a little banana black pastel here, just a little tiny guy, really beautiful animal. So that's pretty cool for the first bag, but we have a lot of bags to unbox. Bag number 2. Again, I always get so excited when I'm unbagging stuff, because you just never know what things are, because you can even order a mutation or something, and everyone looks a little bit different. So, okay, what do we have here? Oh, okay. All right, so it looks like we might have some more white snakes in here. Like I said, a bunch of white snakes in this shipment, because they are so popular, but these ones are just slightly different here. These ones are actually Russo to Mojave, and I think the Russo to Mojave just makes them a little bit whiter, a little bit, but again, there's some variation. Some are really amazing, some just have a little bit of pattern. You can see this one has just the slightest amount of pattern on its head, where the other ones don't have quite as much pattern, but nevertheless, unbelievable. I mean, it's just crazy to think of a white ball python with blue eyes. And then, of course, we got a couple of these little monkeys right here. These are GHI ball pythons. So again, these are a co-dominant mutation that has just really busy pattern and really dark animals. When you breed these to Mojave, you get that really cool GHI Mojave that's almost all black. Amazing animals. I love these as a combo, and I love them on their own. So again, beautiful snakes. See what we got here. But no surprise, we got some more white snakes. But again, that's the thing. These white snakes are absolutely amazing. I mean, they're beautiful, and now that they're relatively affordable when it comes to the fact that they're not 100 grand like they used to be, they're certainly in that pet range. And these guys are gorgeous. These are definitely the whitest ones, and these are actually lesser Russos. And like I said, I always think like the lesser Russo and the lesser are like the whitest of them for sure. And then of course we have a couple more banana cinnies here. So again, beautiful animals, so purple, so amazing. These guys are always just showstoppers. Whenever we put them up on the website, they seem to be gone really soon. So that's what this shipment was really mainly about, is just really being able to get some animals that we can get on the website besides the stuff that we produce. Because of course we produce a ton of stuff, but you know, when it comes to this type of pet stuff, we sell out so quick that we have no choice but to get more if we want to supply people. It's really cool to have friends that you can rely on because of their quality, you know, is so good that I'm willing to actually put kind of my name on it, if you know what I mean. Still a lot more to unpack here. Let's just keep going. What do we have here? All right, what do we have here? Ooh, some nice stuff. Again, a couple more white snakes. This time, again, we got a lot of variety of different types of white snakes. These are actually lesser Mojaves. So we've had like all kinds of different things. Lesser Mojaves are definitely really white as well. They're really good. Sometimes they can have a really faint pattern on the head, but nevertheless really beautiful. And then of course we got some of these right here. These are actually pastel sugars. Of course, they're like the calico ball python. Really unbelievably beautiful. These guys are rippers for sure. And what do you know, a bag without white snakes in it. This is a nice variety here. This is actually some really cool stuff here. Of course, we have just a little bumblebee ball python right here, which is a pastel and a spider ball python. I love these snakes right here. These are actually albino black pastels. So again, the recessive albino, the codominant black pastel just makes that really white and high contrast. One of my favorite albino mutations, to be totally honest with you, albino black pastels. And then we just have a little hypo Mojave ball python right here. So the hypo is what sometimes is called a ghost or recessive mutation, and the Mojave is codominant. Together they make for an absolutely gorgeous snake. Okay, box number 2. Let's see what we have in here. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, cool. I didn't know. This is so awesome. I tell you what, these guys are incredible. Remember the last time I got a shipment that had something that was called an invisible, and I was like, I don't even know what those are, but they were super sweet looking, and we sold them like super quick. So guess what? We have a couple more little invisibles, and that's of course these guys right here. Unbelievable. They're in the blue-eyed leucistic family, but they still have all of the kind of cool patterning and yellows and purples that come through them. I mean, it is absolutely amazing. These guys are beautiful. So I didn't know that Lori was going to get some more of these, so that's pretty awesome. And guess what? This was the snake I was hoping that Lori will let me keep. This is actually a banana chocolate Mojave. You guys know that I like the banana chocolate stuff, and then the Mojave stuff is really beautiful. So this is a banana chocolate Mojave. This could be really cool when mixing into some of that stuff for the Barney ball python, right? So hopefully with any luck, Laura will let me keep this one. Definitely have a couple more white snakes here. This is actually, again, a lesser Russo animal. Really white, really beautiful one. So again, blue-eyed leucistic. And then I think we have a couple others in here. Yep, and that's these guys. Oh my gosh, they are gorgeous. These are actually bumblebee calicos. So much like the sugar and calico are really similar, these are the bumblebees, which is pastel spider and calico. Whew, I tell you what, that calico or sugar actually mixes with the spider gene and makes those high white sides absolutely stunning. Ding, 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 ding. And again, just another bag of beautiful stuff here. Again, some more banana cinnies. I wanted to take the opportunity to get a bunch of banana cinnies while they're available, because it won't be long before we can't get any more, and they're so popular. So again, some more banana cinnies. That's pretty awesome. Again, that whole banana complex is so popular, and the cinny and black pastel stuff has all of that incredible purple in it, which makes them really cool. And speaking of bananas, I got a bunch of bananas too, so let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have here. Just a complete bag of bananas. These guys are great. Codominant mutation, absolutely wonderful. Again, now really affordable when it comes to the pet trade. So bananas are awesome, and I've got a bunch of them. Here's the first 5. Bloop, and then do do do. And that's right, 25 little baby bananas. These things are gorgeous. I mean, when the bananas were first produced by Kevin McTurley and Will Slough, it was actually Coral Glows and bananas, they were $63,000 a piece. Just think about that. Now, again, they're pet trade affordable, but if these were $63,000 a piece, well, I guess I would be retiring right now. Regardless, absolutely gorgeous animals. Moving on to the next box here. Lori ordered a lot of stuff. There's no doubt about it. Oh, cool. Some more albino black pastels. Really beautiful. And then there's actually just a couple Mojave ball pythons. So these are just a single gene animal, but these are blue-eyed leucistic producers. If you breed them to a lesser, like I showed you earlier, you get really white snakes. If you breed Mojave to Mojave, you'll get snakes that are white with a little bit of a purplish head, which are really cool too. So beautiful albino black pastels and some Mojaves, which are really good because the Mojaves, again, are single gene to where they're pretty inexpensive. So someone that's getting into ball pythons that maybe wants something that's really cool, but doesn't want to spend a ton of money, that's actually a great option is single gene animals, whether it's pinstripes or Mojaves or whatever the case may be. Even bananas have gotten into that range now. And speaking of bananas and Mojaves, take a look at these monkeys right here. Another mutation that I really love with banana. Again, I love the black pastel, the cinnamon pastel, the chocolate stuff, but I also really love the Mojave stuff. So these are banana Mojaves, and there's just a lot of blushing that happens with them that makes them really beautiful. So that's why I like them. I just look at the yellow and the blushing in that animal. Absolutely absolute ripper. So again, Mojaves are great, and when you mix them with banana, they're even greater. And with all these white snakes, I guess it wouldn't be right if I didn't actually open up a different type of white snake than the blue-eyed leucistic. And of course, what I'm talking about is the black-eyed leucistic ball pythons. These are actually really incredible. These are the super fire ball pythons, right? So these are fire to fire, and they don't come out with blue eyes, they come out with black eyes. They have kind of a ruby iris on them, which makes it really incredible. And some of these guys, you can see right here, have a little bit of paradoxing on them. Sometimes the black-eyed leucistic can have a bunch of orange and yellow blotching, which gives them a little bit more character too. So again, another white snake, and if you don't want a blue-eyed leucistic, you can get yourself a black-eyed leucistic. And of course, we got a whole bunch of these little baby cute albino ball pythons. But check this out. We actually got 15 males and 15 females. These are the 15 males, by the way. I love albino ball pythons. Again, a great starter snake, a cool mutation, and not very expensive these days. So it's really cool to have 30 more of these on the shelf. And I have a feeling with the way these guys usually sell, they won't last very long. I'll probably have to get 30 more. And that was definitely a big unboxing. Probably the most snakes I've ever unboxed on a vlog for sure. I think there's like 150 ball pythons. Let me know in the comments which ones you love and what you like the most about it. And tell me if you like unboxing, because I enjoy doing them. I get excited. Again, it's like Christmas. After an amazing unboxing of snakes, Mary came to me and said, we have a disaster litter of rainbow boas. I don't even want to open it up. Oh my gosh. This doesn't look good at all, people. I don't know that there's even one good baby. There's that. Look at this in the water. It's crazy. It looks like maybe she laid the babies premature because they're all still got tons of yolk. But it doesn't look like any of these. Oh, they're nasty. You can see they've got all those little flies that are going, meaning that they're decomposing a little bit. It doesn't look like there's anything good in here at all. What a horrible litter. It's okay, Mom. I know you did the best. Look at all of these babies here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 babies that are stillborn. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or so slugs. I'm going to take a real quick look just to see if there's any live babies in here, but my gut is that it's not. Boy, I tell you, it's been a horrible rainbow year. Last year we produced so many rainbow boas, Brazilians, Colombians. This year we have just been skunked. I mean, we haven't had one baby yet. Just this horrible litter. Oh my gosh. We still have a handful of babies to go, but I'm going to have to regroup on this one. It's just part of it, right? There's the ups and the downs when you're working with animals. So I'll get this girl cleaned up, get her all set, and get her back onto food, hopefully quickly. But for now, that was a disappointment. And you guys might wonder, like, why does it happen? Why do litters sometimes come out perfect and sometimes don't? Well, it happens to be that this was the daddy of that litter. And of course, they were fertilized because they were stillborn babies in it. And it can happen for a number of reasons. I mean, it can be that female actually retained them too long and they actually suffocate inside of them. It can be the fact that she actually expelled them too early and they were premature and then they weren't ready to live. In this case, I think that might be the case because there were a bunch of yolk sacs on them. When they actually are born at a perfect time, you won't see that big white yolk on them. So that probably is what happened. Why she did it, it's anyone's guess, to be totally honest with you. I've been doing this long enough to have amazing litters, terrible litters, great clutches, terrible clutches, the whole thing. I mean, that's kind of part of it, and that's kind of what this vlog has always been about, right? Is to take you guys on the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, I'm not going to just share with you the things that work out great. I want to share with you everything. And listen, that's just part of it. If you ever want to work with animals for a living or breed snakes like I do or whatever the case is, you have to understand that it's not always going to work out, that you've got to take the punches too. All in all, it's been an amazing production year across the board. So if the rainbow boa year isn't that good, I'm not going to cry about it. I'm still very happy with the rest of the year. So I've been over at BHB so much, only been here at the Reptarium a couple times today, so I wanted to just kind of pop in and take a look around, because after all, we still have to keep things going here. Of course, Bruce has been here all day working, so I know it's good. Ben and Jerry are doing amazing, and you know, I tell you, I love this place so much. You guys know that, and for those of you that have visited, it's kind of cool to be able to see things in person, because as much as I show you on the vlog, everything is always just a little bit different. Perdita's looking great. As a matter of fact, we're probably going to feed her tomorrow. Snaz is in shed, unfortunately, so he's not going to get fed. Verde has still continued to eat really good. Look at Artemis over here. Oh my gosh, what a cute little monkey. He's just like, Daddy, you're gonna feed me? He is such an amazing, just kind of one of those energetic animals. Of course, we have our little scaleless rat snake here, Joker. I tell you, this thing is super cool, and I always talk about like needing those animals that cause people to have like the curiosity to learn more. This is another one of those animals that when people touch it, they're like, oh my gosh, and they just want to learn more about snakes. And that's really what I always tell you, the Reptarium Reptarium is about, right? Is getting people to kind of take that first leap into enjoyment. As a matter of fact, the other day we had a tour and it was their second time here. The first time she came, she was terrified of snakes and she wanted to actually come here and see if she could handle a snake. And her entire life she had been having nightmares. And she came in, she held a couple snakes. Well, they came back a few months later and had a tour. And again, they love Joker. She actually held Perdita first, which is crazy. Then she held Helen, and then she held Joker. What a crazy thing. But it's so great to be able to kind of get to know people like that and interact with them. I mean, they were amazing people. And it's one of the things that I love about the Reptarium more than anything is just getting people to kind of love these animals as much as I do. But nevertheless, things are looking good here at the Reptarium. I love this place. I could stay here all day and all night because it's so amazing. So I think I'm going to just mosey around and make sure everything is good before we end the night. I tell you what, that was one mega unboxing. I definitely think that was the most snakes I've ever unboxed. I love it because, again, it is so exciting to see snakes for the first time. If you guys liked unboxing, here's another really cool unboxing video, an entire playlist of me unboxing. Over here, you can hit that subscribe button. While you're at it, can you turn those post notifications on? Please have an absolutely wonderful day. Be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you guys tomorrow.